Is the end of an era creeping ominously toward Hollis Hall? What if the very foundation of the Chicago Bears is about to shift under our feet, sending shockwaves through our beloved team's identity? Smash that like button and subscribe because we're diving deep into the swirling whispers and corner conversations poised to shake Bears Nation to its core. Are you ready to ride this wild wave of uncertainty alongside your fellow Bear fans? Rumors are buzzing around town, hot and heavy, like a Chicago summer wind, with some insiders hinting at seismic changes rippling through our roster. Sources claim the future of Kmet is hanging by a thread, shrouded in speculation and unexpected twists. What if, after all that the young tight end has given to this franchise, he finds himself in a position no one saw coming? The air is thick with tension, with analysts questioning his worth and the organization's next moves. Could the Bears be looking to part ways, leveraging the raw talent that has been simmering beneath the surface? And then it hits. The name on everyone's lips, Kmet. Yes, the same guy we affectionately embrace as part of our offense might be on the chopping block. Unbelievable, right? Especially after the wild roller coaster of last season. New faces, changing systems, all while the dream of a tight end's potential hung in the balance. But now, after a year filled with struggles, missed connections, and the haunting specter of uncertainty, does Ryan Poles have the audacity to rethink Kmet's standing in the deep blue and orange? It's a chilling thought, one that has the potential to alter the very fabric of our offense. Kmet isn't just a tight end. He embodies the hope of countless seasons past, echoing the energy of legends like Peyton and Ehrlicher. When we watch him in action, it's not just about yardage or touchdowns. No, it's about the legacy. It's the hope that perhaps one day he could step onto that field like Hester, electrifying our city once again. The struggles he faced last season, the drop balls, a lack of targets, those weren't just stat lines. They were the haunting shadows of unrealized dreams. And after the Bears dropped the bombshell of selecting Colston Loveland in the draft, one has to wonder what's left for Kmet. The stakes couldn't be higher. What if the Bears decide to part ways with him? What if they flip him in some last minute trade as the deadline looms ominously over us? On one hand, you have the bitter taste of another could have been. Kmet finally finding his groove under Ben Johnson's guidance. But on the other hand, you risk losing a crucial piece of what could very well be a championship-caliber attack. Fans could be looking into the abyss of rebuilding all over again. And with each passing day, this tight end drama grows maddeningly layered. What's even more unsettling is the psychological toll this speculation can take. The fear of trade rumors, the uncertainty of his role, all of it intertwining to create a pressure cooker of emotions for the young man. Yes, he's faced a whirlwind of challenges, but now, as the pressure mounts, will he rise to meet it or falter under the weight of the historic expectations placed on his shoulders? This isn't just about football. It's about the ghosts of seasons past, the embarrassment of unmet potential, and our incessant search for glory on that gridiron. And as the dust begins to settle if Kmet stays, does Poles and Johnson trust him? Is there a chance he could emerge as a top-tier tight end, battling alongside Loveland in a dual-threat scenario that could elevate this offense? Oh, the scenarios are endless and dazzling, with the possibility of Kmet potentially soaring into the Pro Bowl hanging tantalizingly close. But it's a fine line we walk, isn't it? So, what's the end game here? Will we witness a breakthrough season filled with electrifying performances and collective redemption? Or will we blink and find ourselves mourning the departure of yet another beloved Bear? With every tick of the clock, every flicker of a rumor, we stand on the precipice of change. Just when you thought you understood what's going on in our beautiful mess of a franchise, the questions multiply. As we find ourselves at this crossroads, poised for potential glory or utter disappointment, the gripping uncertainty has never felt so close to home. Get ready, Bears fans. This saga is far from over, and trust me, the best or worst is yet to come. Can we handle the league's whispers and our own hopes colliding? Stay tuned because part 2 is gearing up to rip the bandage off this shocking storyline, and you won't want to miss where this roller coaster takes us next. Bear down. Bear down, Chicago Bears fans. It's time to rise from the ashes of our storied past and demand answers, not just from the front office, but from ourselves. Can we really stomach another year of mediocrity? I want everyone in this bar, every last one of you wearing your navy and orange, to feel the weight of our legacy, our losses, and our missed opportunities coursing through our veins like a raw nerve. You remember 2010, don't you? That glimmer of hope when the postseason beckoned, only to shatter like glass against the unforgiving reality of our offense. Or how about 2018, standing on the precipice of redemption, only to witness that soul-crushing double doink reverberate through our city like a funeral bell for hope itself? Yet, here we are again, with the ink still drying on fresh contracts and the scent of new expectations hanging heavy in the air outside Hollis Hall. Now, I ask you, what if we aren't merely at the crossroads of triumph and despair, but standing at the brink of something monumental? What if this year, unlike all the others, represents not just a new chapter, but a reckoning for both the locker room and front office? Picture the reactions in that locker room. Veterans grappling with the specter of another wasted season, while the young guns, hungry and naive, push back against the odds. Are they ready to lead, or will they fall like so many before them? And you know those rats in green and gold will be watching. Those Packers, those insufferable Lions, and those wily Vikings are ready to feast on our missteps, like vultures circling a wounded prey. Their laughter could echo in the halls of Soldier Field. But what if instead they hear the battle cry that has resounded through the ages? A line drawn in the sand, echoing the grit and determination of Singletary, the power and poise of Ehrlicher, the electrifying magic of Devin Hester. Our icons didn't know surrender. They knew sacrifice, and our memories of 1985's Super Bowl glory jarring us awake now stand in stark contrast to the choices we see unfold today. Is this the start of a resurgence, shouldered by the hopes of every kid who ever cried in front of a TV screen, or are we spiraling down into darkness yet again, a spiral so familiar it feels like an old friend? Imagine the palpable atmosphere at Soldier Field. The roar of the crowd reverberating like thunder, each cheer promising a fresh start, hope lifting our spirits, while in the back of our minds, like the chilling December wind creeping in through the cracks, lies that invisible doubt. Will we see yet another missed opportunity slip through our fingers like sand from the shores of Lake Michigan? The clock is ticking, folks, and the pressure is mounting. It feels like the silence before a storm brewing on the horizon, every heartbeat echoing with an unspoken fear. What if we're running out of time, and all we're left with are the what-ifs that haunt our nights? So I say to you, Summon, your passion, articulate your fervor, because a reckoning is coming, and we must ask ourselves, are we ready to face the chaos that awaits? Are we prepared to stand with our team against the tide that seeks to drown our dreams? It's messy, it's real, and only those bold enough to confront the haze of uncertainty will emerge unscathed. The question looms, are we brave enough to step into the storm, or will we crumble at its feet?